what we talk about is it comes down to F word. We use the F word a lot. I know we use that F word as well, but this is the focus word, because people will not focus. And I think that it's a combination of things. It's a combination of ignorance, they don't know they're supposed to, a combination of ignorance and fear, because they fear if they focus on A, they can't have B, which is true. If you're looking in one direction, you can't look in the other, you don't want to. What you need to be doing is deciding, and this is what we do in the Business Accelerator and also the Kickstart, and what we did in Phoenix, the Lockdown Resurrection. One of the first things we get them to do is to say, who is your ideal client? Who is it you want to sell to? And the more, I think 51 or 50, yeah, they do. They do, really, don't they? I think it is 51 or 52 questions I put together, with space for more if you can think of them. And it doesn't, I'll be honest, it includes things like ethnicity, sexual preferences, the kind of car you drive, whether you've got kids or not, all those things. And,
we have to preface it, don't we? Huh? We have to preface it by saying, look, this is what good business is. This isn't racism, this isn't sexism, it isn't ageism, this is good business. And
even if it is, that's not the point. The point is, it's your target market. But it does make sense, because if you're selling, say, the kind of hair oils that people with African descent use on their hair, it makes sense for you to target those people wherever you can. There's no point in targeting someone like me who's fucking bald out of a sense of political correctness, thinking, well, it's only fair I advertise to him, because you're wasting your money. It's illogical and irrational, and you're doing nobody any favors, let alone yourself. So, and if you don't, I think, for instance, Phil, we spoke about Phil earlier, I think Phil would do really well targeting gay guys, because they love to look buff. And in which case, if you decide, if you say, okay, I want to target gay men who want to look fit, where's the obvious place to do that? Fucking Grindr.
Yeah. If I was Phil, I'd also be trying to tap up elite matchmaking services that work exclusively with gay men, because they do exist, and get some form of synergy there.
If I was Phil, I'd be fucking his girlfriend every night. That'd be cool, because she's quite hot.
You showed me the pictures that he sent you that you weren't meant to send on.
Yeah. Oh, the ones with the rabbit.
Anyway, send this episode to Phil.
I'm going to, don't worry, mate. Just hope Dean doesn't hear it. So yeah, it's focus. It's thinking about exactly, because Dan Kennedy says quite rightly, because he's not stupid. Now, the quickest way to go broke with direct mail marketing, because it is, there's an upfront cost to it, so it's potentially expensive, is to send the same thing to everyone without any thoughts about segmenting them. So, you need to do your groundwork here. And of course, daily email can help you do that. And here's something very simple. Now, if you're using a smart autoresponder, and they're nearly all smart like this these days, this is not back in the old days of AWeber 15 years ago, when all you got was a bunch of fucking lists.
Our market doesn't know what a fucking autoresponder is, John.
Okay, it's a system where you just put in someone's email address and you can send predefined emails to them. A little bit like chain letters, I suppose. Anyway, what you can do is you could write a blog. You could write a blog post, about, I don't know, a special kind of bathroom, for instance. Gold taps would do. All right. And you just write that on your blog, and then you send an email out to your list just talking about that. And say, look, there's a link here. You can see some beautiful bathrooms with gold taps in. But anyone who clicks through from that email is interested in gold taps. Bathrooms with gold taps, that. So what you can then do is you can send them more emails automatically, because the systems can do this automatically. You can arrange for your system to send them more information about gold taps. But you can also send them direct mail about gold taps. And you don't send it to anyone else on your list. You just send it to those people. Now, segmenting your list is so powerful. I mean, one of the guys I used to work with a long time ago, he used to do big events in London. And he segmented his list. And what he did was he got some firm called Blue Sheep, I think it's called, Blue Sheep, to segment his list for him. They do a deep data dive. So he got back a list which represented 40% of his normal mailing list. And he just sent his direct mail to that 40%. So he saved 60% of his mailing costs. He got the same response rate from that for his event that he would have got for the full list. So he saved 60% on his mailing and made the same amount of money. Well, that's vast, because the secret to profits in direct mail and print advertising is actually saving on your mailing. That's what a lot of it comes down to. It's ROI. So, and this event was, I think it was 1,500 quid or something. And the mailing wasn't cheap. It was like a 20-page letter I'd written. So that wasn't in any way cheap. So, it was, but that's the kind of thing you do. 40% of your list gives you the same response as 100%. And otherwise you're just wasting, you're wasting 60%. That's kind of 80-20 in a way. Well, it is 80-20, and 80-20 isn't just about the numbers 80 and 20, obviously. But
yeah, that's why
you're picking up, that's focus. Because their buying behavior showed him who his most responsive customers were. But it's the same thing if you're sending emails and you say, well, this guy, he always clicks on things about gold taps. Well, let's fucking sell him some gold taps then. Everyone else can fuck off. Then we'll sell them something else. We'll sell them aluminium taps or something. This guy likes gold taps. We know this. Let's push gold taps on him. Yeah, anyone can do that.
Let's send him some more emails about gold taps. Let's send him some direct mail. Let's retarget him on Facebook. There's so many things you can do.